Dramatic monologue. Dramatic monologue is a way of expressing the views of a character and offering the audience greater insight into the character's feelings and thoughts. Its aim is character study or psychoanalysis without the other dramatic adjuncts. Through this monologue, the character reveals himself and the motives that impelled him at some point of his life or at some crisis in his life. It unfolds the background as well as the psychology of the speaker very subtly. The audience can then piece together the complexities related to the situation. Every single word, casual remark, or digression reveals more and more eloquently about the speaker, and the reader is able to assess and judge his character and situation. Readers realize through his speech that the character is trying to convince someone of something, and he may or may not be speaking the whole truth. Sometimes the speaker doesn't say is just as revealing and interesting as what he or she has to say in the poem. Robert Browning favored this style. He polished and made it crisp to such an extent that it was unmatched by others. He can easily be called the exponent, although dramatic monologue has been skillfully used by Tennyson in Ulysses and Tithonus. But it was Robert Browning who showed amazing skill in using monologue. He polished and repolished his verse. His style is marked with clarity, sincerity. Every word is carefully chosen and well chiseled to bring out the effect to the fullest. The famous dramatic monologues are The Ring in the Book, Bishop Blogram's Apology, My Last Touches, Henry del Sarto, and Porphyria's Lover, to name few. Dramatic monologue is not a dramatic art form, so it is not intended for presentation before an audience. It is a poetic form having dramatic affinities. Dramatic monologue is in a form of a speech of an individual character. According to M.H. Abrahams, there are three features. First, the single person who is not the poet utters the speech that makes up the whole of the poem in a specific situation at a critical moment. Second, the person addresses and interacts with one or more person, but we know of the auditor's presence and what they say and do only from the clues in the discourse of the single speaker. Third, the main principle controlling the poet's choice and formulation of what the lyric speaker says is to reveal to the readers in a way that enhances its interest, the speaker's temperament, and character. Monologue means a speech by one person or character. It is the vocalization of a character's thought, but it is not a soliloquy because in a soliloquy, a character is talking to himself at length out loud. The audience can hear him, but the character is unaware of their presence. It's a dramatic device used by Shakespeare in his dramas, and several of his soliloquies are popular and are oft quoted. For example, "To be or not to be" from the play Hamlet, Act 3, Scene 1. To understand dramatic monologue in a nutshell, it's a fictional speech presented as the musing of a speaker who is separate from the poet. A dramatic monologue is written to reveal both the situation at hand and the character himself. It also helps to make the reader understand what is the speaker like, what actions does he take, what are his thoughts and feelings. I hope this enables you to understand and evaluate your poetry better. This is all for today. Thank you.